Emmanuel here with a quick take on economics. In Kenya, we've been talking, debating, exchanging on hashtag China Square. China Square is a mall, I believe. It's a place, a market offering goods at very cheap prices. Now, I've been talking also to different people, my colleagues, and learning different views. And one thing I've come to ask myself is what's at stake for the consumer and what's at stake for the producer in this question that we're looking at here. What do we want? We want to maximize producer and consumer surplus, right? Consumer and producer welfare, right? We want to make sure we do as much as possible that the market is structured in such a way that those supplying goods and those demanding those goods, right? Consuming, purchasing, in the market buying these goods, that they are getting some might say the best deal possible. But what does that actually mean? Well, an economist would look at it in this way. Ask himself, what is the best situation for the consumer? The best situation for the consumer, the best market structure, right, is a market that is perfectly competitive. And what does that mean? That means the market has a variety of choice, and the market, the prices are as low as they can be, because that's what happens when a market is really competitive. When you have so many people able and allowed to participate and supply their goods, the prices drop to where they can drop no further. And what does this mean for the consumer? Well, let's say he had 1,000 shillings to spend. Well, he can now stretch that shilling very far, because if the whole market is competitive, the consumer can actually buy more, and he has more to choose from, or she has more to choose from. This is a good thing. Now, on the supply side, if you have a few suppliers, right, they can probably ask for more from the consumer, right? Because no one else is in the market offering these goods. But if you have many suppliers of the same good, and in general, all things equal, well, the suppliers, if you have many suppliers, the prices will actually drop, right? And the lower the prices are, the more consumers demand. The higher the prices are, the lower the demand, right? All things equal. So if we want to make things better for the consumer, then we open up the market for competition, right? Now, all this put together means that whatever we have to say, it should be clear to us what it means for the consumer and what it means for the producer. And when people are speaking and laying out their views, it should also be clear to us whose welfare are we privileging with our opinions, right? There are opinions that would privilege consumer rights or consumer welfare, and there are perspectives that would privilege producer welfare, right? There are perspectives or policies that would say limit the number of suppliers operating in the market, make it difficult for foreigners, for example, to enter the market, so that the few producers that there are, the few suppliers that are operating in the market, can get higher margins, right? Then there's others who would say, no, open it up. Let as many suppliers as possible compete in the market. We want the lowest prices possible for the highest possible quality of goods available for the consumer. Now, these perspectives would be privileging consumer rights or consumer welfare. These are just some of the ways that this question can be cut up. It's been Emmanuel. We're going to continue probing the issue, asking ourselves more questions. Cheers.